The film begins with a series of interviews in documentary format that introduce the story. An alien ship comes above Johannesburg, South Africa, 20 years before. It floats over the city for 3 months without making contact, before people take the initiative and cut into the ship. They come into a large bunch of malnourished and ailing aliens. The aliens are eventually classified as workers, with their leadership strangely vanished. It is speculated that a sickness wiped out the whole leadership cast. Grainy footage shows a piece of the ship falling to Earth, but no one has found it, leaving the ship hanging, but useless. The creatures are allowed to leave their craft and reside on Earth, but they are confined in a dismal government camp made up largely of decaying 1- to 2-room shacks. The exact name of the alien race is never revealed. They are commonly referred to as prawns, a disparaging word for the bottom-feeding marine creature they resemble, or, less frequently, non-humans. Overcrowding and militarization finally transform the area into District 9, a slum. A huge illegal market is established between the aliens and a group of Nigerians, led primarily by Mumbo, a paraplegic warlord. In addition to interspecies prostitution, Nigerians trade canned cat food for alien weapons, with the cat food acting similarly to catnip on the aliens. The current narrative takes place in 2010. The human population of Johannesburg has become impatient with the alien situation, and Multinational United, MNU, a commercial corporation that concerns little for the welfare of the aliens, has been given control over them. In reality, MNU is interested in the advanced weapons used by the aliens, but because of its integration with alien biology, it is useless to humans. With assistance from MNU-affiliated private security forces, Wikus van der Merwe, an MNU field operator, is assigned with relocating 1.8 million alien to a new camp called District 10, which is located 240 kilometers from Johannesburg. Several alien shacks have caches of illegal goods, including guns, according to MNU teams executing warrants for the aliens' relocation. Wikus personally monitors many inspections, and is supported by Cobus Venter, a hostile MNU military operative whose techniques with the aliens are vicious and cruel. In another nearby shack, an extraterrestrial named Christopher distills a mystery black liquid that has taken him 20 years to gather the components for and puts it in a little black cylinder. Wikus discovers the cylinder, which squirts its contents into Christopher's face, while delivering an eviction notice and investigating his hut. He becomes nauseated almost instantaneously, and collects the device as proof. After returning to his workplace, Wikus becomes more and more unwell as the effects of the black fluid become more noticeable over the day. That evening, he comes home, and passes out during a surprise party in his home. After being transported to a hospital, a physician finds that the patient's left arm has changed to resemble a prawn's. Following Wikus's arrest by MNU, the cylinder is seized, and he is subjected to a number of examinations and experiments. The fact that he can use both his alien and human hands to control the aliens' weaponry is the most shocking thing that those examining him have discovered about him. He is gradually turning into a prawn, as a result of the scientists' discovery that his DNA is currently in balance with the alien DNA. At this crucial juncture, they choose to remove Wikus's body for biological material with his merciless father-in-law's approval, in an attempt to later manipulate human victims into experiencing the same reaction. But Wikus defeats his captors during the attempted vivisection, and runs away, leaving MNU. When he tries to go home, he discovers that MNU agents have already arrived. He is surprised to see an all-points bulletin for his capture. As he makes his way through the city, complete with manipulated video that purports to show him having interacted in an unethical manner with the aliens. Having nowhere else to go, Wikus takes sanctuary in District 9. When Wikus goes back to Christopher's dilapidated shack, he discovers the alien's little son. Since Christopher communicates with MNU officials more articulately than other aliens, and demonstrates a far greater understanding of how alien technology functions, it is implied that he may be a survivor of the prawn leadership caste. Wikus explores inside, and gets shocked to discover the mothership's command module, concealed beneath the shanty. Wikus is informed by Christopher that the cylinder he grabbed had the power source needed to power the module back to the ship, where the prawn informs him that technology would soon be available to reverse the man's present mutation. Wikus steals some alien weapons from Mumbo and his group in an attempt to reclaim the cylinder from MNU. Mumbo then swears to capture Wikus and consume his mutated limb, which his witch doctor thinks will grant him the ability to control the alien weapons. They attack MNU with Christopher's assistance, and they are able to take the gasoline cylinder. Before Christopher and Wikus battle their way back to District 9, Christopher learns that MNU has been using his people in horrifying experiments. Christopher's goals have shifted, after realizing the damage humans are causing to his race. He now claims that Wikus' recovery will take 3 years, and he is working to find a method to get the other prawns in Johannesburg some assistance. Angry, Wikus puts Christopher unconscious, and starts the ship on his own. After taking out one of the command module's engines, the MNU mercenaries target Wikus, leading it to crash land inside District 9. A fight breaks out between Mumbo's gang and the MNU mercenaries, after Wikus is taken prisoner by them. Wikus got captured by the Nigerians, following an extended gunfight. Christopher's kid uses the command module controls to trigger multiple systems in the mothership, including the automated battle suit that kills Mumbo and his men when they fire at it, right before Wikus' arm is severed. Wikus uses the alien walker battle suit, tries to get away at first, but eventually comes back to save Christopher. Wikus engages the MNU warriors in combat after arming himself with a powerful machine gun, tracking missiles, and a lightning cannon. He overcomes Christopher's reluctance to return to the shuttle without him after being knocked over by an anti-tank sniper fire. Wikus is given a 3-year guarantee by Christopher that he would return to fix his body. The command module is subsequently returned to the mothership by Christopher using a tractor beam once he joins the shuttle. With an explosive boom, the mothership comes to life and takes off. As the ship departs Earth, everyone cheers. After taking a blow to the back, Wikus' battle suit ejects him. With severe injuries, Wikus tries to pull himself away from Kubus Venter, the only other survivor of an MNU team, but he is apprehended shortly after. Venter is attacked and dismembered by several prawns just as he is prepared to start shooting Wikus. The movie finishes with a new sequence of interviews and news broadcasts that provide human perspectives on the events that occurred. The aliens have been relocated successfully to District 10, which now has a population of 2.5 million people, and is growing. One of Wikus' co-workers breaches MNU's database, exposing their illicit genetic research in public. There are numerous ideas on Wikus' demise. Some assume he deserted the mothership, is in hiding, or was taken by MNU or a government agency. Some interviewees speculate that the aliens intend to launch a full-scale invasion of humanity upon their return. A little metal rose was put on Wikus' wife's doorstep. According to an interview with her, Wikus has previously shown his admiration for his wife with such handcrafted gifts. Although her friends have assured her that Wikus could not have been the culprit, she still seems doubtful. The last scene features an alien in a junkyard crafting a rose out of scrap metal, despite having a bandaged left arm.